Okay, let me share my screen again. So I was telling you that another way, are you able to see my screen now, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So another way to build your search strategy is by checking the mesh database, as it will help you to identify, in addition to the subject headings, some other related terms. So I have just typed the term nosebleed and the mesh database. As you can see, it has automatically mapped to the mesh heading epistaxis. Below the subject, you can see a definition. And then if you scroll down the page, you can see some subheadings which you can use to refine further your search strategy. If I scroll further the page, I can see here all of the entry terms. So those are narrower terms, broader terms, synonyms, different word variations, plural forms, etc., which help you to broaden your search strategy so that you do not miss any relevant results. So what you can do, first you'll have to click add to search builder so that you can add the term epistaxis, your mesh term, and then here you can copy and paste any of those terms, the one that you think is or would help you to retrieve some relevant results. So I will copy and add to my search builder. Of course, I will add first the Boolean operator or, and then I'll put my entry term. This is not a subject, so I'll have to add TIAB. So open the brackets, put TIAB, and then close the brackets. I'll put another or and choose some other terms like nosebleed or nasal bleeding, plural. Okay, so any of those terms might be added here. So I'll put my second term, and then of course, do not forget to put the TIAB as a field name. In addition to this, you have always to put the term, the mesh term again, type it again, and search for it as a TIAB term, a keyword. Okay, so the same mesh should be also used as a keyword. So here in my search strategy for the first keyword, I have epistaxis as a subject, and then combined with nasal bleeding as a keyword, or nosebleed as a keyword, but a word from the title or abstract, or epistaxis as a keyword as well. Once you're done, you click on Search PubMed. And then you go back again to your first page, to the main page of PubMed. You scroll down and you click Mesh Database, and then you put your second term, which is hypertension. Then here you have a whole list of relevant subject headings, mesh terms. You will choose the one that is more relevant to your topic. So you have the options of choosing very, narrower terms or broader. It depends on what you're looking for. Suppose I decided to click on a hypertension. I'll check the definition to make sure that this is the one that I want. Then I'll take a look at the subheadings. I can choose therapy, for example, and then I'll click add to search builder. Okay, so here I have hypertension / therapy as a mesh. So it's more narrower in scope. And then when I take a look at the entry terms, I can see here some other related terms. So here I have blood pressure, high, and I have high blood pressure, singular and plural, which I can add to my search strategy. If I scroll down the page, I can see some more narrower terms under hypertension. So here I have essential hypertension, mask hypertension, which I can add to my search strategy as well. You see, and then you have white coat hypertension. So by looking at the mesh database, you'll have greater options to refine your search strategy for better relevancy. So what I will do, I will copy and paste, same thing, add them to my search strategy here. Of course, I'll have to put the OR operator first, and then the usual TIAB, and make sure to type your mesh term and search for it as a keyword as well. So my mesh term was hypertension. I will add it as a TIAB, and so on until you're satisfied with your search strategy. Once you're done, you click on Search PubMed. Another thing before I move from this page, you can see here I have restrict to MeSH major topic. Okay, so if I click on this one, this will tell PubMed to retrieve only those articles where hypertension is a major topic of the article. And then you have do not include MeSH terms found below this term in the MeSH hierarchy. This means that if I click on this one, PubMed will not look for those narrower terms under hypertension. Okay, so it depends really on what you want. And then of course, I'll have to do this before I add to Search Builder. Then you click on the Search PubMed. So you do your selection, you add to Search Builder, and then you add all other terms with the OR operator. Once you're done with your second keyword, you go to the advanced search, and then you combine them. So here in the history detailed page, you go to the actions, and you click on Add Query. It has added my query here, and then I will go to the second one and add it with AND. So there you go. You have this search box, this search strategy added from the history page, and then you click on the search. So basically, you have two ways to search PubMed. You can either start from the main search box, but be careful, never use a quotation mark so that you can take a look at the relevant MeSH headings. So you can start from the main page, as I said, then check the search details from the advanced page, copy and paste and adjust it, or you can go to the MeSH database and start exploring this database, which acts like a thesaurus, where you can find all the related terms. You can even refine your MeSH heading for higher relevancy. And then you can take a look at the filter options available here so that you can narrow further your search strategy. You can either limit it to full text. So if you have only, if you only need to read few articles, and you don't want to check the ones that are not available in full text, you don't have time to request them from your library, for example, you can start by reading the full text articles. So I have limited my search to full text, and then here I'll have to click on the display option, change the summary to abstract so that I can take a look at the abstract to decide if this article is relevant to my topic or not. And then below this, the abstract, you can see here a link to the full text whenever it's available. So if your library, for example, if your university library, for example, has any subscription with other databases, you will get the link to the full text from those databases, etc. So this is one way to get the full text. So you click on the link and it will take you straight away to the database where the full text is available. Okay. So depending on your institution, your academic library, you will get access to the full text. So I will change the display again to summary and do some other filters. So here in the filters option here, I can limit my search to a clinical trial, to controlled clinical trial, meta-analysis, as those are the type of articles available. I can limit to a specific publication date if the date is of importance. Suppose you would like to see only the current articles, so you can limit to the last year. And then you can also limit to a specific age group if this is of importance to your search strategy. There are here some other additional filters. So if I click on the age group, for example, I have here some other filters that I can use. So you'll have to select them, adult 19 plus, for example, or the middle age 45 plus, and then you have to click on show. Once you click on show, those will be available here so that you can limit your search strategy. So once they are here, you select the age group and your search strategy will be limited to this filter. And if I scroll down the page, I have also, as I said, some other additional filters. You can check the journal, the sex of your patient, etc. This is one way to limit down your search strategy for higher relevancy. Does anyone have any question right now?
I assume no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Kaus. Yes.
Go ahead. Oleg, do you have a question?
I think she was saying all clear.
Okay. Okay, great.
Brilliant.
So we saw how to limit the search strategy, how to display the full text. And one last thing I want to show you is how you save your search results or the search strategy. So suppose you would like to save this article for later use, you can select them, and then you can either save to your lab computer. So by selecting and choosing whether you want the summary or the abstract, and then you click on create file, or you can send to your collection. So if you send to your collection, if you select this one, those will be saved under your account. So you'll have to create an account with NCBI. Let me remove this one. So you can log in with Google, your Google account, for example, and then you can save those articles under your account. So I will skip it. Or you can also save them to Clipboard, and this will be only activated for limited time, for 8 hours only. So here is the Clipboard. If I go back to my search strategy, this is one way to save specific articles. You can also email them to yourself or to any of your colleagues or friends. Another way, which is, the most important one, is to save the search strategy, not just the articles, not just the search results. Why do we need to save the search strategy? Because whenever new articles are added to PubMed, you will get an email notification about those new articles. So to save the search strategy, you have to click on create alert. Again, you'll have to log in using any of your accounts. So let me go to this one. You can still see my page, right? The PubMed.
Yes.
Because I forgot my Google account. So here I think it's saved. So suppose I want to create the alert. Okay. Okay, you can see your saved search, name of search. This is what you're seeing now.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Nosebleed.
So once you're logged in, here it will enable you to save the search strategy with all of those parentheses and the related terms. And then it will ask you, would you like email updates of new search results? You keep the default yes, and the frequency of the updates. So you have the option to choose between getting an email notification on a monthly basis, weekly, or daily. So if you choose monthly or weekly, for example, you will be asked to select the day of the month or week. So you can tell PubMed to send you email every Sunday, for example, Monday, etc. And then you click on save the search alert. So this is how you save your search alert so that you get notified whenever new articles are added to PubMed database. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have
Yes.
any question?
No.
Excellent. So this would bring us to the end. Let me share my for the quick tips. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes.
Minute. So, I mean, this is the quick tip sheet. One of the most important concepts you need to grasp about searching is that it is a multi-stage process full of thinking and tweaking. So the very first step is always asking the question. How you ask it make a big difference in the answer that you get. Then you need to formulate the search strategy. And this would be by first identifying the major key concepts. Then you need to identify your mesh terms and other related terms. That would be synonyms, acronyms, alternate names for disease, hyphenated, non-hyphenated forms of terms, etc. Then you need to combine all of those terms using the Boolean operators. Make sure you insert them the right way inside the parentheses. And also be careful to avoid using quotation marks whenever you have a keyword that is made of more than one word, so that the automatic term mapping is still enabled. And then you need to limit your text words to title and abstract feeds for more relevancy. Filter your search results by using any of the available limiters. Scan the initial search results for clues. You may decide to add some search terms to your search strategy, or to remove some unwanted terms as well. And then make sure to save your search strategy so that you get updated whenever new documents have been added to PubMed database. Does anyone have any question?
No.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
very much. Thank you for listening. And if you have any question later on, you may always send me an email. This is my email, mtalam@leu.edu.lb. And I'll be happy to assist you in any research that you have.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this exciting webinar. Appreciated, and it was certainly insightful with many skills that anyone here had the pleasure to learn. Thank you again.
You're most welcome. It was my pleasure. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend as well.
Thank
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Really beneficial.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.